Hi, my name is Aaron Rouse, and I am a realtor with Remax Shoreline, and I'm here to detail 6 reasons why you should consider moving to Dover, New Hampshire. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. Hey, um, we're going to start off with the big one, and the first consideration that most families have when they're moving anywhere now, and that's cost of living. Now, the cost of living out here is elevated compared to many areas of the country. We are considered part of the larger Boston market area, and as that, things are a little bit more expensive. Now, the way it works out here, though, in the Seacoast area of southern New Hampshire, is that the most expensive markets, Rye, Portsmouth, are the ones that are right on the coast. As you get away from the coast, as more and more people have been priced out of those markets, they're going up Highway 16, heading west. And the first town that you hit when you go leave Portsmouth, you're going to get to Dover. And when my wife and I first moved here 9 years ago, we were living in Portsmouth ourselves. But when it became time to purchase, we quickly figured out that we could just get more house to make that 15-minute drive and move to Dover. And it just made sense for us. Now, in the 8 years since we purchased in Dover, prices, like they have all over the country, have continued to go up. The price of that house has over doubled in those 8 years. But Dover is still relatively affordable for this area, and especially compared to both Portsmouth and Rye. It also has lower taxes, as in that even though this is New Hampshire, so property taxes are extremely high, but you don't have any income or sales tax. And depending on your income situation, that can work for your favor. We just relocated to South Berwick, Maine. Now, comparatively, the property taxes for the house that we were are half as much as they would be if this house was in Dover. But since both my wife and I both make good money, we're actually paying more overall because of the income tax. So that is something that you should probably consider when you're looking into any area. And Dover is great because it provides a great quality of life. You've got a bustling downtown, plenty of to do, plenty of restaurants, and you can still afford to live there, which is great. You don't have to shell out $1 million for a house. Although you can if you want a real big house, and I'll help you find it. Let me know. The other great thing about Dover, number 2 on our list, is going to be it's got a very strong sense of community. And this gets back down to the fact that it's got such a compact little downtown. We were living right downtown when we were Dover residents, and it was absolutely magical. It was great. We could just throw the kids into the stroller, 10 minutes, and you're at the Children's Museum. All summer long, they're doing concerts in the park. They do movies down at Henry Law Park as well. There's Apple Harvest Day, which is a big, they shut down all of downtown and have a big festival and fair type situation. And there's the Christmas parade. There's just a lot that you feel like you can be a part of. It just has a strong sense of community. When the new restaurants are coming in. I mean, there are a number of them to choose from, but still, hey, when a new burger joint opens, because it's part of your community, and it's a great feeling. Number 3 on the item for why you should consider moving to Dover is its thriving economy and job opportunities. Now, Dover boasts a very diverse economy. It is home to Wentworth Douglas Hospital, which is part of the Mass Brigham Hospital system. So there is a huge healthcare industry in the area, as well as insurance, education, technology, and there's a large manufacturing component as well. So it's really got a very diverse economy depending and very low unemployment. So it is easy to find work, whatever you do, which is an excellent trait for any town to have. The fourth reason you consider is its quality education system. Dover has both public and private schools. It's got several Christian academies that are there, as well as the public school is very well funded. Dover, it's one of the larger school districts in the area. They have excellent after-school programs, excellent other academic programs, dedicated teachers, and they have a strong emphasis on student success. The fifth reason you should consider relocating to Dover is its abundance of outdoor recreation activities. Dover is located right on the Conchaco River, so it's great. You can kayak right through town. In the lower part of the river, that is connected all the way out. You can, there's lots of people moor their boats there, and you can just boat all the way out to the Atlantic if you want. There's sailing, boating. They are redoing the whole the trail system. They're fixing or taking over some of the old railways and turning them into a trail system. So I used to love trail running there. There's great trails right through downtown. And even though it's not outdoor, there's also an excellent indoor climbing gym right downtown Dover called the Indoor Ascent. And then you're just so close to everything that New England has to offer. From Dover, you can be on the beach in Rye in 20-25 minutes. Biggest beach in New Hampshire is Hampton Beach, and you can be there in about 30 or 35 minutes, depending on traffic. And then if you want to go the other direction, you've got the lakes region with all the boating, hiking that it has to offer, about an hour to an hour and a half away, depending on where you're going. And then the White Mountains, for skiing, hiking, mountaineering, whatever you want, is about an hour and a half. So you've got so much outdoor recreation that you can do all within a short drive. You're really very centrally located. And that actually ties directly in to the sixth, and one of the best parts about Dover is its convenient location and its access to amenities. Besides all the outdoor recreations that we just mentioned, Dover, it's 15 minutes from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, which is the cultural and economic hub of the area. Even if it's not the largest city, it feels like the largest city. By population, Dover's actually larger. And then you can also, Dover, it's great. It's about an hour to Boston. If you don't want to drive, Dover's got an Amtrak station right downtown. You can hop on the Amtrak and be in Boston in even faster than an hour, around an hour. Additionally, you want to head the other direction, you can be in Portland, Maine in a little over an hour, or in Manchester in an hour, which is the capital of New Hampshire. So you've got so many opportunities for cultural and for jobs. It's very, very common for people in this area to commute to Boston. When we purchased downtown, one of the selling points is I bought a house, 2 blocks from the Amtrak station, because at the time I was working in the mortgage industry and I didn't know if I was going to have to work from Boston or not. So having that opportunity that I can, have the option to hop on the Amtrak and get some work done instead of sitting in gridlock for an hour, screaming at irate Boston drivers. Yeah, hey, that sounded like a great idea to me. So Dover's really got such a magical combination of all these factors, it makes it a wonderful place to live. And if you want to find out more about Dover, or if you need help moving here, finding a house, or just need to know where to go to meet people, where the best gyms are, let me know. I would be glad to help you. Message me here, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.